Hi, welcome to the Old Geezer's Diary. I'm Chris, and it is Wednesday, the 17th of December 2025. We're just coming up to Christmas, aren't we? I'm not feeling at all Christmassy, but there you go. I don't very often feel Christmassy, but sometimes, quite rarely actually. I'm just walking out along the concrete walkway at Cobbold's Point in Felixstowe because it's a nice day. I've strolled here, and I find this quite interesting because it's a real difference. You used to be able to walk around on the beach, at least you did when it was low water, but now you can't walk around on the beach, so they've built this walkway to take you around. It's quite nice actually, and it's easy to walk on. Morning. And you can see the back of the buildings along here. This was must have been a very super building in its day, mustn't it? Now I think it's flats. Good flats, not bad flats, but flats nonetheless. I suppose the only drawback to this is the concrete or the rock defences are quite high really. They come up to kind of low on the chest level as far as I'm concerned, sort of elbow height, and they kind of block the immediate view. You can't see what's left of the beach, although I suppose there's probably not much of the beach left. You can see that long breakwater that juts out from the beach, and there you can see someone's got a nice bit of garden coming down to the walkway. Quite dramatic and interesting, and I think it's a good place to sit on a sunny day, but not today. 9 or 10 degrees, not sure where the wind is, but I'll tell you at the beginning. But it's not bad actually. It's the breeze is quite cool, but generally it's not too bad. 9 or 10 degrees I suppose is the ambient temperature, but the wind is cutting it down a little bit. And this is the point at which you can see the other side of the River Deben north of Felixstowe. The River Deben is the other side to the River Orwell, and it makes Felixstowe out on a peninsula really. Fit young man doing a bit of a jog. I never did do it, I'm afraid. There's some more of that nice garden, I think, going on down here. I don't know how many gardens there are that back onto the, there we go, back onto the walkway. Not a lot, I suppose. Quite big gardens. I don't know what that brickwork was of. Don't know. I'm quite tempted actually to walk up the steps here and go back along the road. Quite nice idea, I think. We'll have a look when we get there. And there we go, you can see clearly now where the old Bordsey, I don't know what the name of the building is actually, Bordsey Manor I think. And that's where the RAF used to have quite a big radar station. I can still remember them having surface-to-air missiles there back in the days of the Cold War. And that's looking over at the kind of northern end of Felixstowe, which leads ultimately to Felixstowe Ferry. You can see the beach huts between here and there, and you can just about see, I think, where those cliffs end, where the river Deben enters the North Sea. I sailed out of there many years ago and had a wonderful time. My dear old partner Dot was also an RAF person at the Bawdsey RAF station back in the, goodness knows, I don't know how long ago, probably about 60 years ago, when she was but a girl, and she was out there protecting us against the, I suppose, nasty Russians, really. There you go. We can't see much out to sea today, really. See one ship on the horizon. I can also just about see, I don't know if you can, I can just about see the Ruff's Tower in the middle of the picture. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, don't know. And as we look kind of towards the south, then you can just about see, right on the horizon, you can see Walton on the Naze. You can see the Naze Tower, just about, or I can just about see the Naze Tower. I hope you can. There you go, brilliant. And that's looking up at those gardens again. And that's what, I wonder whether that was what was on the other side, the demolished bit of garden was a bit like that. I don't know, probably buttressing the earth of the gardens so that they don't slide down onto the seafront. I don't know. I'm going to walk up there, actually. It's quite a long uppity old walk, but we'll give it a go and see how we get on. There we go. There we go. It looks like a fair old step. So I'll do it in easy stages and see where we get to. Right. Oops. There we go. Heavens above, it's quite steep up here. But I tend to take things like this quite slowly, and I think it's really nice to do. So let's turn around to the other side. Look at those wild dogs down there, having a great time. Wow. I've always said if there is a reincarnation, I'd like to be a dog in a good home. They're having a great time. Let's go up some more stairs. There we go. Well, I'm past the halfway mark, actually. I'm quite surprised. For some reason, in my memory, the stairs went further than this. Such as that. There you go. That was quite a short walk, really. But I enjoyed that. And I hope you did. We can see a bit better out there on the horizon. I think you might now be able to see. Let's try and get the picture a bit bigger. There we go. Can I see Ruff's Tower? Can't really. And there is a ship there on the southern horizon, but I can't see that. Never mind. There you go. That's looking out to sea from the top of Jacob's Ladder, I suppose it is. And we can see for miles. Okay, I'm Chris. This is the Old Geezer's Diary. And we've just been having a walk around Cobbold Point at Felixstowe. Hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll see you for another stroll soon.